Well, hello, everybody.
Yeah, hello, everybody. You know, the episodes of the podcast, some are great.
Some are terrible.
And this one's just going to be fine.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Or, it's going to be fine. This is going to be fine.
This is going to be the finest episode there is. This is going to be like fine dining.
So, we discussed a number of things in this episode. One of them is the use of words.
Yeah, and like lots of words.
And it's fine. It's a fine segment.
Yeah, and I agree with you. It is fine.
And then we break down some modern day slang. So you might have a kid that's in high school, junior high, and you're like, what is this kid saying? And we'll give you a little bit of that insight.
Yeah. We also talk about the hot takes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
fire. It's thrown right in the, like in the past couple weeks, it's been one of the last things.
It's like,
this fire spits out fast and unexpectedly.
You just want to skip past it, I think.
I don't think you do. I think you just go, well, maybe mine you do.
Some of them are just like a straight punch to the face. He's like, boom, like, holy, I can't even believe he said that.
You know what else sometimes is like a wake-up call?
Oh, yeah, you're like...
No, you know what's a wake-up call? Our intro song, and I think Brandon should hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Hit it. Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Do you remember in the beginning when we had the worst production quality ever?
I mean, it's hard to not remember that. But yeah, I do remember that.
It was like embarrassing. Like people would stop listening to our podcast just because of the beginning. But Brandon has changed that all around.
Brandon's a man that changes the world.
He single-handedly holds up this podcast, but he can't do it without us. So we can definitely do it without him.
No, but that's like we're sitting here, we're listening to the intro music, and we're kind of bobbing our head, and you're hearing it go, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, man. It kind of makes me pumped up. Like, I want to, let's do this, man. Let's talk.
Yeah. I'm ready to talk.
Are you ready to talk? Let's talk.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. We get a handful of reviews.
And I'm glad that we get them.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to get reviews. They're positive. You know, we've gotten a lot of positive response.
Yeah.
And it's been good. And so I want to read a review recently that we got from ChatGPT.
Oh my.
Now, I asked it for a review.
Oh, okay.
And this is what it gave us. I think this is kind of cool. You ready for this?
Wait, hold it. Did it actually have to listen to it?
So it can't listen, but it can see the transcript.
Oh, so it just skims through it really fast and stuff, something like that?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if it knows when I'm talking, when you're talking, because I don't think the transcript gets that, because,
Yeah.
But whatever. So it says, here's what it says. The Cats in the Cradle podcast is a fun and entertaining show that covers a wide range of topics with humor and personal anecdotes.
Oh.
If you enjoy casual, family-friendly podcasts that include a mix of quirky stories, debates, and everyday humor, this podcast could be a great fit for you. The dynamic between the hosts adds to the appeal, making it engaging and relatable.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Thank you, ChatGPT, for that review.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Now, if you could just post it on Spotify and on
everything
else. Yeah, look, here, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts.
Amazon, right?
Yeah, Amazon Music or podcast, whatever. We're on Audible and YouTube podcasts.
Holy.
We're also on Castbox, which I don't know what it is, but our friend Merrill, he listens to us on Castbox.
Oh, no way.
So, hey, thank you wherever you found us, whether you were referred, whether you just were blind searching through Cats in the Cradle, hoping to hear a cool song. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And ChatGPT, thanks for your review.
Yeah, it's just pretty nice stuff that people listen to us.
So this past weekend, some big things happened in our family.
Oh.
Ralph and his basketball team won the championship.
Oh, yeah.
The basketball team, they played these kids that were taller than me.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I have to say 6'3", 6'4".
How tall are you really? 5'1", 5'2"? What are you?
I think I'm 5'3".
Okay, so Ralph's an inch shorter than you.
2, I'd say.
And he's playing these kids that are literally taller than me. They're legit over 6 feet tall.
Yeah, and these are like people that are in 8th grade and like 7th and 8th grade, and Ralph is in 5th grade.
And they won. Ralph's team beat these guys that were bigger, stronger, hairier. Like one guy had a full mustache.
I was like, what is that guy even like? Is he just like a shorter man or?
Yeah, wow, it was crazy. Or yeah, just a young looking kid. I don't know, whatever. I'm going to take a side note for a second. I've thought about this. I got to do this. If I'm going to do this, I got to do this like soon.
Yeah.
And actually, maybe it's already probably too late. I've wanted to go to like one of these recreational kid basketball leagues.
Yeah.
And say to the league, like, hey, look, let me make a donation to you guys for like $500, whatever.
Yeah.
All I want to do is I just want to play one game against these third graders as if I'm actually a third grader.
Are you even allowed?
I doubt it, but I bet if I said, hey, I'm going to give you guys a donation, I bet they'd say, all right, do it. And they'd probably tell the other team, like, look, this guy's, special needs or something.
Yeah.
And I'd go out there and I would swat these kids. I'd talk trash.
Oh, yeah.
The problem is now, like, Ralph and his team, like, they're pretty good to the point where it's like I can still beat them, but I got to earn it now, which is scary because they're in, like, the 5th going into the 6th grade.
Like, yeah, I think I'll sit this one out. I'll be the bench warmer.
So anyway, back on track. So they won the championship. I had to leave early because I had a tennis match. Mm-hmm. You guys came and watched me play tennis afterwards.
Wait, did you win that?
It was a close match. I barely pulled it out, winning 6-1, 6-love.
Oh, my.
Which isn't very close.
Love. One love.
Anyway, so afterwards, it's like, hey, we got to do something to celebrate. Let's go out to eat.
At Jason's Deli.
So we went to Jason's Deli. This podcast is not sponsored by Jason's Deli. But there was somebody that came along with us that usually isn't in our family. It was Hangry John.
Oh, my. Hangry John is the worst.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about this? He looks a spitting image of you, but he is not you. His name is Hangry John.
And his personality completely different.
Tell us about Hangry John.
So, he likes to go into restaurants and not want to get any food, even though he knows that he's hungry and he knows that he's angry. And he just likes to nope, I'm not hungry. I don't want anything. And he likes to not drink any water, even though he's thirsty. And he likes to make a bunch of rude remarks about everything.
Hangry John also likes to walk really slow. He likes to sulk. And he likes to be very negative and sarcastic.
Yeah. This Hangry John, I don't like him.
He's a bad influence.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have him hanging out with us. So help me understand this. Like, okay, so I get it. Like you're hungry, and that happens.
Yeah.
But literally, like it's like you're walking through the Sahara Desert. You're dying of thirst. You finally arrive to the water fountain, and then you get this attitude of like, I don't want this.
This water is nasty. I don't want to drink any.
So like, why do you do this? Any idea?
I don't know. It was just you're gonna have to ask Hangry John himself. And
Hangry John doesn't respond to these types of questions. He just he scowls at you. He's like, don't touch me.
Okay, well,
don't even ask me a question.
Let's see if we have him here. Hello, my name is Hangry John.
No, you're smiling way too much for Hangry John. You can't keep it down.
I'm going to cover the lower half of my face right now.
It's so funny. And is it like my death threatenings of you that makes you eat? Because so this happened in San Antonio.
Wait, San Antonio?
Yeah, after we're done with one of the walking tours.
Oh!
You wanted to kill Ralph, and I'm like, dude, you need some food. You didn't eat breakfast.
I just chased Ralph around. We were just playing a friendly game of tag.
Yeah, with that, I'm gonna kill you. and then we go to this restaurant, and you're like, I don't want to eat anything. I'm not even hungry. We're like, dude, I said, Jonathan, this is lunch. We're not eating again until dinner. You said you wanted the chicken sandwich. There's a chicken sandwich right there on the menu. And you're like, whatever. The waitress comes, I'll have the chicken sandwich.
And, that was pretty funny.
And so the same thing happened. We're Jason's Deli. I don't want anything. Why not? I can't eat any of this food anyway. Like, Jonathan, eat the food. Just eat it, dude. You're driving us crazy. Eat some food.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll have the fettuccine Alfredo. and 3 ice cream cones.
Oh, also at Jason's Deli, you left, right? You went to go somewhere, and so Mom was finishing up her food, and then So I go to the bathroom, and so Ralph follows, and me and Ralph have a battle in the bathroom. We battle it out.
I didn't know you guys even went to the bathroom.
Well, so basically, it was when you left, but we go into the bathroom. Nobody else is in there. We like looking around, and we just turn on the faucet. We're like splashing each other with water.
I was because I had to leave to go to the
Yeah, and we're like, I'm gonna get you, and we're like throwing ourselves around. And then when somebody like walks around.
Why is the floor wet? I don't know.
Somebody, it was there when I got in.
All right, so when we were at Jason's Deli, we were having a good laugh because every group, not every group, but most groups, especially you're entering this stage in life that you're going to start going out to hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, let's go to this restaurant or whatever. And so you're hanging out with these group of friends, and there's inevitably going to be a guy in the group who's like, I don't have any money. And he doesn't, or he has money, but he just doesn't want to buy any food. And this guy, we'll call this guy the Hawk.
The Hawk.
Because he's like flying around with his eyes, and he's constantly asking, you can finish that? Oh, you can eat that? You can eat all that? Okay.
You're like, you're looking pretty full. I can just eat that for you.
Yeah.
The Hawk.
Are you going to have all those fries? Are you going to finish that milkshake?
Yeah. I feel like sometimes I'll be the Hawk, but not really. I'll be like, at lunch at school. Even though school is over, happy summer, everybody. Woohoo!
Yeah.
But basically, I'll ask people like, if you guys ever get full of food, I'm your guy. And they're like, oh, okay. And I never get food. Because they always eat it all.
Yeah, I mean, so that's where it's valuable to hang out with girls because typically girls don't eat as much food, especially when guys are around, and so then you can have their leftovers.
Yeah, but I mean, what about your bros?
I mean, whatever. I mean, look, you're whatever. I don't know. I don't know about your bros. Like, have the bros
Bros
come with
before
you.
Food.
I mean, I don't know, man. And then Angry John comes out and nobody wants to be around. All right, so I want to spend a little bit of time tonight talking about words and the words that we use.
Words are so powerful.
Words are powerful. And I want to throw something by you real quick. So we haven't talked about this. This is going to hit you in the face, right? This is going to be like one of those what moments. Okay, so I'm going to say two sayings. In fact, I'm going to say one saying first. I want you to break it down for me.
Okay.
All right. The first saying is opposites attract.
Okay, so basically, this is real life and not real life. Two people, okay, this is not real life. Two people that do opposite things. They have nothing in common. Sometimes they have everything. Like, they just attract to each other and they become best friends or something. Oh, and then in the non-real thing, I'm pretty sure, like, opposite magnets attract, right?
So that is also that is a real thing as well. Magnets are real. They exist in this world as well as the podcast world. Yeah. No, but so, yeah, it's interesting because, like, I think of, like, Renee and I. Like, we are pretty different.
Yeah.
And yet we're attracted to each other.
Yeah. I guess that is, like, opposite attracts, kind of.
Yeah. I mean, like, we have a lot of things in common. We can talk. We have a lot of similarities. But we have many, many things where we are very different.
Yeah.
And so but somehow opposites attract. So, all right. So, here's the next thing. Birds of a feather flock together.
So basically,
so which is it?
Oh my. So I think this is like talking about with birds that have the same feathers.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like, all right, so like, is it opposites attract or birds of feather? So I think what we do is we just come up with crap that we can say that maybe it rhymes.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And we're like, yeah, that sounds kind of good. Like, hey, birds of a feather, they flock together.
Okay, never mind. I'll think of one later.
All right. But anyway, so it's just, I think sometimes we just say stupid stuff and we're like, we can justify, you can justify anything by saying anything. So
that's confusing. I never even understood that one, Like, birds of a feather, like, what does that even mean? Like, birds of a feather, and then they flock together? I understand that when they, like, fly together, but birds of a feather?
So really what it means, like, so, I don't know, I could look at you and your friend group, and you guys, in a way, are birds of a feather. Like, you have similar interests. you're same age group, you guys dress similarly, you listen to the same kind of music, so that's you are birds of a feather, and because you guys have those similar likes and interests, you flock together, you hang out with each other.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the word fine.
That's a fine idea.
Fine, let's do it. This is going to be a fine segment.
Oh, really? Well, fine. Fine that.
And you know what? My wife, she's fine.
And you're going to have a fine on your car because you parked it somewhere.
All right, so there's lots of words in the English language that take on different meanings. But I think the word fine, F-I-N-E, has it's very diverse, especially with the tone and how it's said.
Yeah, so like angry, fine, like okay, I'll do it, I guess. Yeah. Like fine, like I don't want to do this at all, but I'm going to do it anyways. And then fine, like a fine on your car.
Well, then there's like, so I could say, hey, I made you dinner, right?
Yeah.
So tonight we had dinner, we had chicken. Yeah. We didn't thaw it out, so we cooked it too fast, so it was a little dry. Mm. So we could say, yeah, dinner was fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like okay.
Yeah, but we could say, hey, how was dinner? It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But then we could say, let's go to fine dining. Well,
that's fancy.
Yeah, so is it fine or is it fine dining?
It's not okay dining. This is good dining.
Yeah, it's good dining. We're talking about fine dining here.
Yeah, this is fine dining.
I need to backtrack something real quick.
Ooh.
Last week's hot take.
Oh my.
Was, don't trust a restaurant steak, or restaurant steaks aren't worth it.
Okay, yeah.
Generally, unless you're going to a fine dining restaurant,
yeah.
If you're going to a place that's like a $30 to $40 steak, usually it's not worth it. This past weekend, Renee and I went out to dinner. We went to a place called Herbs and Rye.
Yeah.
And we got a ribeye.
Yeah.
16-ounce ribeye. Oh. And it was about a $40 steak.
Holy.
And it was delicious.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
Okay, well, I mean...
My hot take just got thrown right back in my face.
Should we just do hot takes real quick right now? Because I have a hot take.
Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it.
Chick-fil-A is overrated.
Ooh, okay. Now, look, your sister has worked at 2 different Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah, I'm basically, like spin fire.
So, that's funny that's your hot take, because, you like Chick-fil-A.
I do enjoy Chick-fil-A, but... It is overrated, like...
Well, who's rating it high? That's what I want to know.
A lot.
Is it fine dining?
It is not. It is fine dining.
It's fine dining that it's fine.
Like, if you ask, like, a lot of people at the school, they'll say that, oh my gosh, Chick-fil-A is amazing. Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A, though. And, like, yeah.
So, if you said, hey, Dad, let's go to Chick-fil-A, and for some reason I was in an agreeable mood, and you'd say, is that okay? And I'd say, that's fine.
Oh, okay. It's a
like if somebody's like, it's not that good. It's honestly, you know what you're gonna get, and it's interesting. I've been reading these things. Apparently, you get more than just chicken when you go there. You get a buttload of chemicals.
Oh my!
Like their mac and cheese is loaded with stuff that'll give you cancer if you eat it all the time.
I thought mac and cheese was good for me. I had it today. Mac and cheese at home though. Auntie Anne's, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of. That's okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
If you need a mac and cheese fix, it's fine. It'll get it done. So, all right, you want me to spit some fire with my hot take?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
This might get you riled up.
Oh, okay. I'm ready to get riled up.
Marvel movies suck.
I am not against you. They're okay. They're not.
They're trash. I'm gonna say they're trash.
My.
The other day I was in a waiting room and they had Captain America, the first Captain America playing.
No, that one's okay.
And it's shown the part where whatever the guy's, what's his name?
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers becomes Captain America. Like he just, he gets his new body. Somebody tries to shoot somebody and somebody dies and he's chasing down. It's like, it is the dumbest, fakest scene I've ever seen. He's swimming. There's like some submarine that he's like keeping pace with.
Oh yeah.
It is so stupid.
Dad, do you not know?
It's stupid, dude. It is the dumbest thing ever.
Okay, so on some of the movies, they're not that good. Like
I'm just gonna say on none of the movies are any good. I don't like them. They're dumb. I'm sorry. We just lost all our listeners right there. That was my hot take. Go ahead, say it. Say it. You're angry. Go ahead, say it, dude.
What about Spider-Man?
It's fine, dude. It's fine. It's okay.
If you say Spider-Man's trash, then I'm about to storm out of this place.
In every one of these movies, you go in there saying, okay, I know this is not real.
Yeah.
I know that this is imaginary, but they all cross this line of imaginary realistic to just stupid. Oh. And so I call it I call it the God complex. So here's what I mean by this, right? So God can do anything.
Yeah.
Right? He is all powerful. He knows everything. He can do everything. He knows the end from the beginning. That is what God is, right?
Yeah.
And so you reach this point where there's this obstacle over obstacle over obstacle where it's seemingly impossible. And then all of a sudden, any one of these superheroes, or combined, depending on which movie you're watching, they get this God complex where they can do anything. And then, and I know this isn't Marvel's. I know this is Superman, which is different.
Oh, Superman? Okay.
But in this, the Superman where it's like the newer version, not like the old school ones, like back when I was a little guy, or maybe even
back in my day.
Yeah. So they're having this massive fight, right? They're throwing each other through buildings, the train's hitting them, and all this stuff. And then Superman and whatever the bad guy's name was from his home planet, he's gonna shoot this family with laser beams, and Superman's has him this bear hug from behind. He's like, "Stop! You're gonna kill this family." And then he gives him a crazy chiropractic adjustment, breaks his neck, and the bad guy dies. And I'm like, so the chiropractic adjustment, the turning of the neck abruptly, that killed him, but not throwing him through multiple buildings and a train hitting him. And
I'm with you on that, because you're basically just beating the crap out of him, and then you just touch his neck, and boom, he's dead.
But so. All right, so I stopped watching it after this, and you'll know which movie I'm talking about. So it's whatever has the Star-Lord guy, and so he starts a dance battle. This guy's about to kill people, and he says, "Let's have a dance battle," and that distracts him so that they can take whatever stone they needed. So it's just it's just dumb. It's dumb.
Guardians of the Galaxy is the best Marvel movie there is, Dad.
There's parts of it that are entertaining, but then there's a part in there that you're like, this is just dumb. You've just gone too far for me.
And it's also supposed to be comedy action. Action.
Look, I'm also 45, and sometimes I'm snarky, and so that's why I just do it. So look, forgive me. I'm getting off the hot take rant. I've offended you. I can tell by your face. You have become hangry, John.
What are you talking about?
All right. Okay. So let's go back to the word fine. So
I don't want to talk about fine. Okay. Let's talk
or you just say, fine. Let's talk about the word fine.
All right, fine.
If that's what you want to do, fine. We can do it.
Yeah.
All right. So when I was in the 6th grade, I remember, so if a girl was cute, there's a girl, if she's cute, oh, she's cute. Mm-hmm. But if a girl was that next level, gorgeous, then she was fine.
That's still a thing, I think. Yeah.
But it's also funny because there's times where say to Renee something and she's like, fine, that's fine.
Yeah.
If I'm reading the closed captions of this conversation.
What? Huh? Yeah, that's fine is such a confusing word. And also is there's a lot of confusing words.
So we need to ask somebody that speaks sign language if there's different ways to have intonation with the word fine.
I think there's so if I was going to do let's say the X was no, okay, so I'll be that's a light across the arms.
So yeah, arms
X,
are crossing each other. X is no.
And then
we don't speak sign language, so we don't know if this is
a light you just
it could be railroad crossing as well.
Oh my. Okay, railroad crossing. So you lightly put them together. So you're railroad crossing. But then if you abruptly railroad crossing.
You do it with a stern look on your face and some energy there.
You're grinding your teeth railroad.
Yeah, and so anyway, fine's one of those words look, just notice how you and or your spouse uses the word fine in conversations or with your boss or with somebody at work, whatever.
Anybody. Just kind of see how that rolls with you, and it's fine. It's fine if you do it. It's fine if you don't. It's okay. It's either way. It's fine. Yeah, it's really just fine.
All right, your generation has...
Wait, what generation am I?
I don't know. Your generation, you're the lost generation. You guys are end of the world generation because of
Nice.
yeah, I mean,
apocalyptic generation.
Generation apocalypse, yeah. So your generation has like you've added and created the most ridiculous slang words in a rapid amount of time. It's crazy, and I don't think you're the right person to speak on behalf of your generation and slang.
Yeah.
Because you're not like TikToked out or social media'd out in any way.
Yeah.
You're just a normal like 7th grader whose parents don't like you very much, so they kind of lock down your phone.
Yeah, they give me money instead of attention.
Yeah. They hire some guy to pretend to be my dad and does a podcast.
Rent a dad.
Hey, this is Rent a Dad helping you with the podcast.
Oh, thanks, Rent Dad.
Yeah, real dad doesn't care. He's watching baseball all the time.
Shut up, son. Rent a dad. Go help him. I want to watch baseball too. Did I hire you to watch baseball?
Yeah. Rent a Dad, you go be his dad. You be the father figure he deserves. All right, so what are some slang things that you say that are just normal to you that may not be normal to me?
Cooking. So, like, if I'm doing really good, I'd say, like say I'm, like, doing, I don't know what I'd be doing, but, like, say we're doing a game of tag, and I, like, dodge, like, the tagger, like, 20 times. Like, oh, my goodness, I'm cooking. Or, like, so many people be like, oh, he's cooking. Something like that. That's one of them that people use.
So somebody's like, David's playing a volleyball game, having a great game, and they say, oh, that boy's cooking.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
So mid's one that's been popular. Why don't you explain to some of our listeners mid?
Oh, mid?
Yeah.
Oh, that just means, like, it's, like, halfway there. It's, like, in the middle, I guess.
So it's like, hey, how was your chicken tonight?
Mid.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
mid.
it basically just means fine. Wait, which one?
All right, Riz.
Oh, okay. Basically, just Riz means good with the ladies.
Riz means, oh.
So W Riz means good with the ladies. That stands for win Riz. And then L Riz is loser Riz. And that means when you're bad with the ladies.
So does it have to be W Riz or L Riz, or can it just be Riz?
If you say, oh, you have Riz, that means W Riz. But then if you want to acknowledge that they're doing bad Riz, then you just say that you have L Riz.
So you can't say, oh, you have Riz, and that's like L Riz?
That means that you're like jealous that they have Riz and you don't.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Oh, you have Riz. Kind of like that. Yeah, like exactly what you did.
All right. I don't know if this is still a thing, but it used to be.
Bet. Oh, yeah. Bet. That's, I don't know. It's kind of not, I think. Yeah, not many people use it that much anymore. But it basically just means, like if I'm saying, like, hey, oh, there's another one. Like, you want to go? That means that you want to fight.
So that was a thing back in my day.
Oh, my.
Yeah, you want to go?
You want to go?
You want to go, dude?
Bet.
Rent-A-Dad's going to knock you out. Keep it down over there. I'm watching a ball game.
Yeah. But, yeah, bet basically just means, yeah, I'll do it. Or, like, let's go.
Okay. I think we've all been educated. Can I share a theory that I have with you?
Yeah.
Here's a theory that I have in regards to sagging pants.
Oh, my. Don't even get me started.
I just did get you started.
Yeah, sagging pants is the most goofiest thing I've ever seen.
So here's my theory behind it.
What? What's your theory?
So you had this kid at school who was the cool kid, right? Everybody looked up to him. A lot of respect. He was the tough guy.
Yeah.
And he goes away, school ends, new summer, and he hits a massive growth spurt.
Holy.
And then he goes back to school. And his parents are like, we don't have money to buy you pants. And he's like, I can't show up with floods. I don't want my pants to be around my shins.
Well, hold it, I have an idea. Or they got him pants, but they just can't afford a belt.
No, because I'm going to go with my theory.
Okay,
right?
keep going.
So they buy him pants, he grows, And they're like, we just bought you pants. We can't buy you more pants. He's like, well, I can't be flooding it.
Yeah.
And so then he says, I'm just going to pull my pants down. So probably start off a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Not like the crazy sag where you see some guy's pants.
Like at his knees.
His waist is literally where his knees are at, which is just silly. That's that's funny. That's not even fine. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's unfine.
That is I like that. Unfine.
And so that's my theory. And then because he was such a cool guy, people were like, bro, did you see what Hungry John's doing over there?
He's pulling his pants down in front of everybody.
Hey, Hungry John knows what's that. Hey, I'm going to pull my pants down too.
In class, pull your pants up, John. That's Hungry John to you.
It's angry. Give me a Snickers.
Yeah.
So that's my theory.
When's lunch?
Yeah, any thoughts on that? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, yeah, possibly. Or maybe I think that's it, actually.
I think this is a good opportunity for us to review a movie on a podcast that doesn't review movies, brought to you by, in the future, Cinemark.
Is it Dumb and Dumber 2?
It is.
Oh,
so we watched, you watched the whole thing. I fell asleep for part of it and then woke back up. But so we're not talking Dumb and Dumber 2. That was like the remake that didn't have Jim Carrey in it.
Wait, what?
Well, it was not even a remake. It's like before they were, I never even seen it because it was so dumb. And so, anyway, this is the one. It's on Netflix right now. It's called Dumb and Dumber 2, as in the letter, but they spelt it T-O.
Yeah.
Because that's how dumb they are. So Dumb and Dumber 2.
And they're very old in this movie.
And they're old. And go ahead and let's hear a 13-year-old's perspective on it.
So, I say it was a B.5 movie. I would probably, there's some scenes that I'd probably have skip if they are, I'd say 9 and above or 10 and above. I'd say I bet they can watch it.
So I'm going to tell you, I thought this movie was terrible. And what's the lowest grade you can give on your scale?
A negative. Wait.
All right, whatever it is.
Negative.
I'm giving it maybe a half a grade above your negative. Because there was a couple of redeeming qualities in it. There's a few things that were kind of funny. But for the most part, everything about it felt forced to me. It was, and maybe that's how my parents feel about the original Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
It was just dumb. But sorry, man. Sorry, the makers of that movie, but it was dumb.
What was your favorite part of it?
When I woke up and the movie was almost over.
Oh. Did you like the beginning part where he was pretending to be like that for 20 years?
Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. It was okay. I mean, because it felt just forced. It just felt forced.
Like, what do you mean? Like, I don't even. I
just felt like it was. They didn't. The humor wasn't complex. It was just stupid humor. I guess it's just so. Maybe that's why you laughed a lot more than I did. And I'm not saying you're stupid, but I kind of just did. Maybe their target audience was the 13 to 17-year-old kid. Maybe,
but I just think it was really a good movie. And also, I saw Fall Guy again, and that is an A++.
Yeah, you enjoyed that. Me and Renee, we got to go check that one out.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably do it. Maybe I'll do it this. It's not gonna happen this weekend. I got too many other things going on.
It is so good.
But maybe I can hit up $6 Tuesday night at Cinemark.
Yeah.
Get your Cinemark pass so you can avoid your fees. Old Man Moment brought to you by Old Spice.
What is it?
I don't know.
Okay, well, they forgot.
No, my Old Man Moment's going to be the way I'm going to feel Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow I'm heading up to the trip that I wish you were coming up with me.
Yeah, but I'm broken.
You're broken foot, man. You got a bad wheel. So I'm going to hike the Grand Canyon. So this is a future Old Man Moment. I'm going to be dang sore, and then Saturday I'm playing a tennis match.
Oh, I almost just forgot something.
What?
Today is Ben's birthday. Air Force Ben. Oh, Switchy with an E.
Switchy with an E. Happy birthday. I didn't see he wasn't at the gym this morning.
Oh, what? It's probably because it's his birthday. He's doing something.
He's like, yeah, I don't want to go work out. That's dumb.
I'm sleeping in.
Yeah. Free America.
Yeah.
Probably a good time to mention that we're sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman, LLC.
Yeah, so she can help with women's health, mental health, PTSD, addiction recovery, and she helps with, the whole 9 yards, I think.
The whole enchilada.
Yeah, everything.
She helps, if you speak Spanish, she can help you, even though she understands Spanish. She doesn't speak it, though.
Oh, she does?
It's pretty crazy, yeah. I can rap to her in Spanish, and she understands what I'm saying.
You want me to give you a beat?
Nope.
Okay.
But you can get in touch with Renee or Doc R. Haldeman at
702-258-7860. That is 702-258-7860.
If you've been thinking about it, just try it out. Like, here's what you call her, get a free consultation. She'll talk to you. I mean, she'll tell you, like, hey, this is something that maybe you can do this on your own, eliminate some foods or get some better sleep. Or she's kind of been on a kick lately of not the dangers, but the damage that caffeine can do.
Actually?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. It's kind of like a whole fad right now where, like, a lot of people that were big coffee drinkers are like, I'm off coffee. I'm like, it's kind of the cool thing to be like a la natural with your energy instead of having to create it through Red Bull or Monster or coffee or whatever.
I didn't know that. But chocolate, does that count as caffeine?
So there's a minuscule amount of it, but, I mean, if you're a dog, you shouldn't eat it.
Actually, like, dogs are crazy.
Well, I mean, you could have just, look, we're Cats in the Cradle podcast. It ain't nothing about a dog in that cradle.
Yeah, no dog. So give your cats chocolate. See what happens.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you. We couldn't do this without you.
No, we could. This is look, I'm going to say, can I finish? I just want to say something. So, I was listening to our last episode.
Oh, yeah.
I review our work. I got to make sure we're doing good work here.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to it. It was last Sunday. Renee and I were driving home. We went to this Jordan Peterson thing. We're driving home from that. Mm-hmm. And I put on the podcast. And basically every single time you spoke, I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh, my.
So I need to give fake dad, rented dad wants to give out Hangry John a shout out of like, dude, you're awesome.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to you because you're awesome-er.
No, I mean, I'm serious. So this is one of those moments, parents, people that are listening, you just want to give your son a hug, whatever. Like, Jonathan, I love you, man. You're an awesome kid. You're a good son. You're a good brother. And you're probably the best co-host of a podcast that anyone could ask for.
Thank you.
So let's rock it, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Enjoy life.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.